Hey guys, what is going on? duffking56 here, back to start a completely new series, and as you saw in the screen just before I press the A button, I will be playing a game called Spelunky. Spelunky is an indie game that was actually originally developed and put out for Windows and is now out, and I'm playing the one on the Xbox Live Arcade, as you can tell by the graphics. And what I'm going to do is basically just play this game for, hopefully this is just going to be an ongoing thing. I really like it. It's a roguelike type game. All the rooms are randomly generated. You have to go down these floors of the dungeons and avoid traps and animals and things of that nature. So you'll be getting into a lot of, well, I'll be getting into a lot of the knowledge and stuff that has to do with this game as we go through the process here, but I'm going to be trying my best to sort of give it to you as we go along through this whole thing here. So as you see, we're right here at the starting screen. I'll be right back. I have to turn my volume off. Perfect, there we go. And basically what we're going to do is just play through the game here, and you'll see I'll try to explain things as I go along, as I said before. So let's just start. I'm gonna play adventure. Basically deathmatch is a multiplayer type part of the game, but we're gonna play adventure, which is exactly what we want to do. So let's just play some adventure here. We're gonna go down here, and we're gonna have to first pick our character. We're gonna pick this Indiana Jones looking guy. There are some YouTubers that like to name them, so I'm not going to name them myself because I'm really actually bad at picking names, but we're just gonna get right into things here. As you can see, the couple of people above us here to our left and right are some of the people that we may or may not encounter as we go through this game. And let me just preface this whole thing by saying I'm not a master Spelunky player. I'm learning and I'm trying to get better because the controls are very, very precise, as you can see. But without further ado, we're going to start here. You can pick up pots and throw them, and basically what you want to do is collect as much money as possible. So I'm going to take a breath now. Whew. Okay, perfect. And this is an arrow trap. We need to make sure that triggers itself. Perfect. And basically we're just going to be doing our best and seeing how deep we can really actually go into this whole thing here. So hopefully we are successful. My bet is that we're not going to be successful, especially in the early, especially since I haven't really warmed up or anything of that nature. So I'm just sort of playing as I go along here, but hopefully you guys will enjoy this little adventure through adventure mode. And you know, I'm just trying to get as good as I can, I guess, at this game. So we're going to be doing our best and trying very hard. I know there's probably going to be some facepalm moments for possible veterans that are watching this video, but that's okay. We are going to learn together. It's going to be an experience, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with learning. And this is the first element that I actually want to talk about here. This little dog here, this little pug, this cutie, if you will, is one of the things in this game that are actually really important. These people, or these things, are called damsels, and what they do is they sort of hang around in different parts of the areas of the maps of the floors that we're going to go down to, and what you have to do is save them. What's so important about saving them, wow, I shouldn't have taken damage there, that bat was in my way, and I kind of wanted that gold. I got a little greedy, so I took some damage. As you can see on the top left, that's our health, and we have bombs and ropes that both are kind of important. Well, actually, they're imperative to your success in this game. But anyways, the damsels you have to save, you have to bring them all the way down to the end of the level and put them through the door. Make sure they don't die. That's one thing here. As you can see, this is the door to the end of the level. And by saving them, by putting them through that door, you will be able to get a kiss from them at the end, and they will actually give you one more onto your health. So let's actually go down. We're done with this floor for the most part. We've done all that we can do. And as you can see, as you complete the level, you have this whole sort of layout here. It shows what kind of loot you had, how many monsters that you killed, how much time you took. And as you can see, we got the kiss from the pug down there. As you can see, it'll count up all of our kills. This will probably be the last full screen that you're watching here. So let's continue on to Caves 1-2 and see what else we have that'll be in store for us here. I'm gonna make sure that that guy doesn't pop up. Those skeletons will pop up every once in a while, so you have to make sure. Oh, that was close. I almost damaged there. That is an arrow trap. You have to make sure basically that the skeletons don't pop up and cause you any damage. So that was what I wanted to say about that. But what we want to do is trigger this arrow trap without being stupid. and seeing how we can do that. Perfect. It will shoot out an arrow basically, and it will do 2 damage too, and it has killed me more times than it hasn't in recent events, so I'm trying to be very careful around them, but we're pretty good now. There's also a fall damage element in this game, as well as if you fall from a certain height you will take damage. There are items that prevent that, but not many. There's the jetpack and the parachute. I'm gonna put a bomb here because I want to go down into that area. And as I was saying, yeah, the jetpack and the parachute are 2 items that are really good, and the cape as well, that will allow you to sort of abstain from falling damage if you're more careful. So as you can see to our left right there, there's a shopkeeper, and that guy's pretty important. He will be very important in the runs because he gives you items, and you can buy, you can choose not to buy. You can also choose to kill him, which is an interesting gameplay element as well. Well, I just hit myself there. Didn't mean to do that sort of damage, and that kind of sucked. I was trying to take out the spider, and wow, the bat is what I meant to say, and I didn't pay attention, got hit by the spider over there. So I'm gonna put another bomb down over here because I want to make sure that we get our damsel for this level. I don't want to get hit by the snake because, you know, I'm just gonna ignore him. I don't want to get hit by the snake because that would mean certain death for me, since I only am at 1 health. I don't know how long these videos are gonna be, but this one might be a couple of runs. I kind of want the videos to be around a half hour, 20 minutes long to showcase an amount of runs if I am not doing very well, but if I have a long run, I'll obviously have the whole run. I won't be splitting anything up here. I may want to buy this shotgun, considering that I'm not doing very well. I'm doing okay in the money department, so I'm not too worried about that. I am, however, worried about getting down to the end of this level as fast as I can, because I've wasted a lot of time, and after 3 minutes, a ghost will come on screen and he will one-hit kill you whenever he runs into you, so you have to be very careful and mindful of the time you're spending during levels like that. I'm going to trigger this arrow trap with the shotgun that we have, because I don't want to injure... Oh! That is what you get for not being careful! You die like that, and expect to see me die fairly often, which is an unfortunate product of me, as I said before, not being a master at this game. So, oh well, you live and you learn. You will continually die and be punished in this game as much as you can take it before quitting. So, once again, very unfortunate, but that's okay. We will continue on. We have a short proverbial. We have a short memory. I'll have to say that I've died so many times that it doesn't really faze me anymore. I'm more interested in roguelikes like this that make you die a lot, because it is so interesting becoming masters at the game and getting a lot better at them. So expect to see some stupid deaths. That is the moral of the story here, but that's okay. You live and you learn, as I said, and we're just going to continue to collect as much money here as we possibly can and traverse our way through this area. This really technically isn't, this is all optional, but I think it's pretty important considering that there's another crate here. Crates give you items, which are extremely important for being successful at the game. So I guess it is what it is. We're going to trigger the arrow trap. Beautiful. And I want to hit that skeleton because you never know if they're going to come alive or not. Same with that one. You always want to jump straight up at them so that when you land, you'd land on top of their head if they come back to life. So I'm going to use another bomb here since we have plenty to grab our damsel. And we haven't actually taken damage here, and I don't want to jinx myself because I do want to be successful. Come here. There you go. Perfect. I'm going to see if we... Yes, perfect. We can collect that gold. And we're going to go down and basically finish off this level since we've done everything that we can do, and I don't want the ghost to be coming. We're going to make sure there's nothing valuable in this pot because it is extremely invaluable. Spider will definitely give us some injuries that we may not want to deal with here, and I don't think he's going to be able to... this is going to be annoying, isn't it? Let's see, I wonder if... That was close. Okay, I'm going to wait for him to jump. Actually, I don't want to take damage. This sucks. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We'll throw a rope and I'm gonna kill him with the rope. I hate to do it, but I don't want to take damage. That would be stupid. And you guys would probably hate to see that, especially some of the veterans that I know probably will be tuning in because they're searching for this on YouTube. First of all, I apologize to you guys, but feel free to give me any tips that you could possibly want to give me here. Here's an interesting gameplay mechanic. This is called the idol, and what the idol does when you pick it up, normally something will happen, but when you bring it to the end of the level, it will give you a certain amount of gold. I think it's 3,000 or 5,000. But what you run the risk of doing is angering the shopkeeper on these levels. And when you anger the shopkeeper, when he gets mad, he will basically try to kill you over and over again for the rest of the game. I'm going to put a bomb here because I want to access the chest below and the crate that comes contiguous with this, which is perfect. Looks like the rocket didn't do anything bad, so it looks like that is a success for us in that regard. Hopefully get some ropes, perfect, since we used so many stupid ones last level. And we got some stuff in the chest. Chests normally give you an amount of gems, which will allow you to get more money, obviously, but they also sometimes give you items, which is nice. Oh, it looks like the rock triggered an arrow trap, and it didn't quite get to the shopkeeper down there, which is exactly what I wanted to happen inadvertently, so that's always a good thing. And we're going to trigger this arrow trap, perfect. And we're going to see if we can buy in the shop here. I kind of want to buy the climbing gloves and the spike shoes. I know I'm probably wasting my money because you have more chances to get them later, but that's okay. I'm going to put the idol down there. I'm going to go look for our damsel, since the damsel should be pretty damn close if you ask me. I think my damsel senses are tingling, but we'll have to find out here. It looks like probably over here on the right somewhere. There is the rock that we had to deal with before. It's actually quite small. Sometimes the rocks are a lot larger, but I guess it all just depends. It's all randomized, as you would know from my description of the game, so pretty cool stuff there. We just need to find our damsel here. Oh well, I guess we're just going to continue on and try to access the damsel from the bottom, which I don't have an issue with since we have basically done everything that we can do. Once again, I'm just going to use the... Oh, I was going to use the idol to trigger this arrow trap over here, but obviously I don't have that kind of luck. But I did it over there, so that's good. The climbing gloves will allow us to climb up... Damn it! I took some stupid damage there, which sucks. The climbing gloves will allow us to climb up any wall, which is nice, and you can climb up the end walls of the map. And I guess I just couldn't quite find the damsel, which kind of sucks. But we are going to continue this nonetheless. We'll go down to caves 1-2, which is nice. You know what? The damsel actually probably was killed by the rock, the pug. I don't know what I'm going to call him. I'm going to eventually name him. I mean, I'm tempted to name him exactly what is named in one of the other YouTubers that I watch his videos, but I guess I'll have to try to vary things up here. If not, I'll ask him, just in case it's copyrighted. That was a terrible joke. I'm going to trigger this arrow trap here. Beautiful. Triggered both arrow traps, actually, and it allowed us to get a rope out of it. The key here is a pretty important item. What the key will allow you to do is unlock a locked chest somewhere in this level. And what the locked chest will give you is called the Eye of Ujad, and that will allow you to get into the black market, which is a mechanic I'll explain if I even get past the caves levels here. I may or may not, depending on my relevant skill level at this point of the night, but that'll remain to be seen here. We're gonna toss that key down there. That's the locked chest that I was just referring to. And we're gonna run down here, perfect. Don't get killed by the spikes, because that could easily happen. That is the Eye of Ujad. The side effect of the Eye of Ujad is that it allows us to see different amounts of jewels that are in the walls and the floors of this area. So if you have something to blow them up and use to get access to those, then you can basically become rich from this method. So I'm gonna jump down here. I'm still looking for our damsel here, but I can't seem to find him/her, depending on what your gender preference is. Looks like there's another shop down there. Oh, here we are. I'm gonna put a bomb here, even though we kind of messed it up. Oh, I guess we didn't. Just good luck on our part there. Oh, that's what you get for not being careful. Spider fell on my head. Kind of sucks, but we do have our damsel, so that's always a good thing. We're gonna go down here just in case we take some stupid fall damage as well, which we didn't, which is always good. And we're gonna ignore any of the items the shopkeeper has in the shop since we're doing pretty well on health here. I have no issue here on out, or well, I don't think I'll have any issue here on out with health, so I'm just gonna make... Wow, that was just bad platforming, which kind of sucks. And now our damsel's down here, but we're gonna be able to continue down through the next floor. I believe this is caves 1.3? Oh, 1.4 we're gonna go down to. So caves 1.4 is the last caves level in, or old mines, excuse me. Mines 1-4 is the last mines level. before you go to the jungle, which is the area right after this. There are 4 stages in that, I believe, as well. And let that spider kill himself perfectly on the spikes. But basically, the jungle is where you're going to be able to find the black market, and it will basically allow you to sort of finish the game off, because you need to really get the Ankh, which is an item that I will be talking about later if I even get there, and that will allow you to access more of the areas around here based on what you have or where you go. But we'll cross those bridges when we come to them. Man, there's a lot of explosives here. I am definitely tempting fate by exploring around here. Now that I have the damsel, I might as well just sort of farm whatever I can get and get out of here. Make sure I don't take any more stupid damage, even though these spider webs are extremely annoying, but you can run through them. The machete also cuts them down, which is kind of cool. It's an item that we may get in the future. I know some shops have it, and you'll probably end up finding it from sacrificing your damsel and other things that I will talk about. I'm definitely not even going to attempt exploring over there, so I'm just going to run through here and get back to getting down to the exit of this level, because I would love to make it to the jungle in my first episode of this series, because man, that would just be the largest success that I could think of there. And it looks like we killed our damsel, unfortunately. That was a mistake on my part. I probably should have been a little bit smarter with my decision making there and not have thrown the damsel, but that's okay. We still have a meat shield to set off arrow trap. I didn't even know I was holding on to the damsel right there. We still have a meat shield to trigger arrow traps, kill enemies and such, which will be fine as we go through here. Damn, this is a large level, but I have no qualms with that. I'm gonna kill the snake just because I'm pissed that I fucked up. That's okay. We'll continue on here. The scorpion sucks. What he does is he jumps when he sees you, so you have to watch out when you're in his proximity, because he will not hesitate in trying to attack and kill you in that order, because he can't really kill you without attacking you unless you inadvertently run into him, but most of the time he'll find out. Here's another aspect that's kind of interesting. This is the large spider. You can throw a bomb on him there, and ooh, we almost killed him. That's awesome. But basically, from killing him, you will get the thing called paste, and here comes the ghost that he's signified by the chill running down your spine. Oh my god, he's gonna end up killing us, isn't he? Oh boy. This isn't good. I haven't dealt with the ghost in a very long time. We're gonna run right through here. Perfect. Go, let's get out. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, he gives you the paste, which allows you to stick your bombs to different surfaces, which is pretty cool. We got 28,000 gold that level, which is pretty sweet. And we are continuing down. We got to the jungle, which, believe me, is something that I rarely get to, so this is definitely an achievement in and of itself for me, which I guess is interesting. We could probably take the idol here and not worry about getting killed or anything like that, but I am going to explore, make sure I'm not missing anything. Those frogs are really annoying, and they'll kill you more times than they won't. These spike traps are also very annoying. They will shoot out and hit you, but they will also kill enemies in the same light, so we'll just run right through here. That was close. Perfect. We gotta make sure that this guy doesn't kill us here. These guys hold boomerangs. Pretty useful items if you ask me, but they also will hurt you here and again. We're gonna knock those two down here. I haven't seen a monkey in a very long time, but we have our damsel there as well, which is nice. Ooh, we just killed a monkey. That's awesome. Hey, 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 hey. I hear they also take your items, and that sucks. We're gonna drop down on this fella here so we can kill him and toss you guys all the way down here. We still have our idol, which is really good for us. Ooh, I almost really hurt myself there. But we have our exit as well, which is really nice. Stop doing that. I don't want to pick you up. Yeah, I want to throw you down there. I'm gonna put you right here and blow you up, unfortunately. Did it kill him? I think it did kill him. That's annoying. Okay, there's one thing that I do want to experiment with here. The black market may be in this area, so you have to be careful, and you need to look for it. What will signify the location of the black market is by the Eye of Ujad will begin to sort of react. It'll start flashing, blinking, and making noises that make you real nervous because you have no idea what's going on the first time it happens. But it's just signifying that the black market is close, and that is an okay thing. We are not going to get hit by this spike trap because we are smart players, and we're just going to continue on here because it doesn't look like the black market is on this fort, which is fine. There are a couple more possibilities of it being on different floors, so we have no issue here. We're gonna throw our idol over here, and it looks like I blew up the boomerangs that those guys dropped, so I'm just gonna continue down to the next floor. This is getting into some unmarked territory, guys. I am really holding out for this to be successful, because I would hate for it to not be after all this good sort of Spelunky play, I guess. At least I would categorize it as good Spelunky play. Some of you guys, this is probably just everyday occurrences for you. But I'm paying special attention here to the Eye of Ujad because I don't exactly have volume on my television right now. Oh, we got a blink. Looks like it is probably down there somewhere, so we'll have to be mindful of that. Those orange frogs will turn blue when they go into water, but they are bombs when they get hit, so you have to be careful about that as well. There was an what is it, a shrine over there, an altar to one of the gods, and that is going to be important as well. I'm going to put a bomb right there and bomb in to over this area, and it looks like the black market is really right around here. Oopsies, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, damsel. I didn't mean to do... I almost killed myself. Not good. To make sure this thing doesn't hurt us. Perfect. We're going to sacrifice our damsel, which you can do. You'll get a free item with that, which is pretty sweet, I do have to admit. And I need to make sure that I'm in the right place here. I was getting a lot of blips when... Oh, here it is. It's right here in the grass. There we go. Perfect. That is our black market. This will be probably the second time historically that I've gone to the black market. One thing I do want to do really quickly is sacrifice one of these guys over here at the shrine, the altar, if you will, because it gets you points, and there are different tiers of rewards you get based on what you sacrifice. So we're just going to go into the black market now. We have a lot of money, so we can buy plenty of items that of things that we need, but more importantly, we can buy the Ankh, which is really huge, I definitely have to admit. The only thing is, the Ankh is always down here to the bottom right of the black market, and there are plenty of enemies that want to basically disrupt your day. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to buy... I already have spike shoes, so I'm going to buy the pitcher's mitt that allows you to throw items perfectly straight, which is great. We want to keep above... what's the number? 50,000, which is how much the Ankh, costs, and something you have to think about as well. So we're gonna jump on that guy's head and kill him. We're gonna buy the Ankh, which is awesome. The Ankh will allow us to hopefully get to hell. Well, not hell, but Olmec's lair here, the city of gold, if you will. El Dorado, if you pay attention to Disney movies. We're gonna hit this rock over and try to hit the boomerang guy, which did not work. But we are down plenty of health here, which is not very reassuring for me. But I guess the side effect of the Ankh, which is pretty sweet, is that it will allow you to come back to life when you die. The point is you want to be careful because you want to die at a certain time for the Ankh to allow you to go to where you want to go to get to the City of Gold. So that's the only thing. I'm gonna buy this bomb bag. I'm gonna buy the mystery box just for shits. Put it down here. We got ourselves another compass. We already had one, which kind of sucks, but I guess it is what it is. I don't see anything down here, so I'm gonna grab this boomerang because a weapon is a weapon at this point. I'm gonna jump on these frogs because I don't need to do anything with them. I can kill them and not feel bad at all. We're gonna see if we can kill these monkeys with the boomerang. This is nerve-wracking because I don't want to mess up here. It's tough platforming to do, unfortunately, but hey, we got to the end of the black market and we can advance another floor down with only 1 health, so whew, not bad. And we didn't anger any shopkeepers, which is normally something that undisciplined players do like me all the time, so it's good that that didn't happen. I'm going to make sure these guys... Oh, I'm going to hit the tree even if I throw it in their direction, which is kind of funny, I guess. Is it worth it? It is. Okay, that was close. There we go. We're just going to be as careful as we possibly can in this situation because I don't want to mess up and die, obviously, because then I have to use the Ankh at the wrong time. And unfortunately we lost our boomerang, which really sucks, but I guess it is what it is. We're going to bomb this because I don't feel like exploring the other way. And we're going to just go down here and make sure we don't blow ourselves up or kill ourselves on those spikes. And we're going to get our damsel in this situation, which is really good. It allows us to have at least a fighting chance at getting 2 health to continue down here. Looks like we would have gotten another boomerang. And I'm going to bomb down out of here. I'm not worried about this at all. perfect. Oh my gosh, this is seriously like setting records for me. I can't believe that I'm doing so well right now. I think we've actually finished the jungle, which I can't believe it. This guy's the tunnel man. He's digging a shortcut. He wants 2 bombs. I can give him bombs. I really don't give a shit. Basically what he does is, based on you donating to him, he will give you shortcuts in the final area. And as you can see, this is my first time in the ice caves, which is huge for me. 3-1, as you can see. Really a momentous occasion that I enjoy. And we're going to try our best to be successful here. We have to die at a certain time in order to unlock exactly what I need to unlock here. That could be bad. Whew, that was freaking close. This isn't good at all either. That was even closer. It's fine. Oh, this isn't going well. Not at all. It's okay. Oh, this isn't good. Let's see if we can hit him from here. As I said before, that's what you get when you are an undisciplined player like myself, which is fine. The Ankh activated, as you can see, it brought us back to health, or back to life, but that's not exactly when we wanted to get brought back to life, so that kind of sucks. But we have our damsel here, so we're going to try to make the best out of a bad situation and just continue on our Spelunky play here. Debilitating, I know. Seriously though, this is the farthest I've ever been, as you can see, so as you could denote my obvious excitement. Ooh, that was close. Almost got hit by the homing bomb there. Make sure that we don't kill our damsel here on accident. That guy will automatically kill you, I'm guessing, based on you getting frozen. I think I can drop the damsel here, and I believe I'll be safe, so I'm going to use my climbing gloves to their best effect to continue getting up here. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, that was really gosh darn close. I'm going to throw that guy over there just because I'm pissed. I'm definitely going to use a rope and not be an idiot and risk too many things, like my life being the most important one. And we're going to go over here to kill this guy just because I want the journal entry for him. Sometimes he actually drops a freeze ray, which is kind of pretty cool, but we're basically done with this floor, so we're going to continue on. I believe I have no issue with that, and of course I had to take some stupid damage. That's okay. We're done. We are just striking this from my recent memory, and we are just continuing on here. We got a kiss from our damsel. We're going to continue down in the ice caves. I'm actually really excited. Smells like wet fur in here. I have no idea what that means, and there were some explosions, I think, which kind of sucks. That's okay, though. Whew, okay. What can we do around here? Looks like there's way too much going on for someone like me to enjoy, so I'm gonna have to watch myself here because I can die. That is what I'm gleaning from this. Okay, you know what? I'm just not even gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go down this way. Just make sure that I don't mess up. I don't want to fall on anybody here. See, that was close. Okay, I'm gonna hop on this guy because I don't want to take any damage, and he dropped a compass, which is kind of cool, but not needed because I already have 2 technically, and that was my 3rd. That's okay, we'll pick it up nonetheless, and we'll continue on here. There are flying items in this game that are really helpful around this point, but we obviously have none of them, so that kind of sucks. We're gonna, ooh, that was close. It almost brought us to our demise as well. But we're basically done on this level as well. We'll put away our damsel and we'll explore just in case I missed anything. I would hate to have missed something, so looks like we're basically all done here, which I'm pretty happy about. I'm satisfied, I would say, so I'm pretty confident in just running over here and going down to the next floor. Wiping my brow again, since once again we've set another personal record. I'm just so excited right now. You have no idea. This is the 2nd run of my whole night, and it's really a strong one. So you have to look at the positives there. I definitely have to say. I think I can make this jump. Ooh, that was about my maximum here. Now, as you can see, this little head here, he has the Ankh symbol on his forehead. Now, this is exactly why you wanted to die on this level, as I just did right there, because you would come back to life and you'd be able to continue down into the City of Gold in a good way. So, unfortunately, that is the end of our run, but it is 3 pretty good runs. I'm sorry, I think this is my 3rd run. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first episode of Spelunky. I will try to put more out very regularly. If you guys have enjoyed this, let me know. Give me some feedback. This will be the first episode anyway, so I'm really excited. As you can see, I did that all in one breath. So have yourselves a great night. This has been duffking56. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.